It was just past 10 a.m. at the Kennedy Space Center when the titanium alloy doors of the newest SpaceX launch hangar began to slide open. For weeks, rumors had swirled in line whispers, satellite photos blurred at the edges, and an encrypted video leaked to aerospace forums, but none of it prepared the world for what they saw today. There it stood. The D77-TC, a name as cryptic as the design itself. Streamlined dark gray, with reflective carbon ceramic panels that shimmered under the Florida sun like liquid graphite. It was unlike anything ever launched. Not quite a shuttle, not quite a rocket. Something entirely new. At the podium, Elon Musk, dressed in his usual all-black attire, took a breath before stepping forward. Behind him loomed the silhouette of the shuttle, framed by scaffolding and the bright sky above. He smiled slightly. Today isn't just a new chapter for SpaceX, it's a rewrite of the entire book of space travel. The crowd was silent, transfixed. The D77-TC, short for deep space, TR7. Transcelestial is the first vehicle in human history designed from the ground up, not just to reach orbit, not just to visit the moon or Mars, but to initiate what Musk called modular interstellar expansion. In simple terms, this shuttle was the prototype for deep space mobility across the solar system. It had taken over 8 years to design. Development began quietly after SpaceX's breakthrough with the Starship Heavy Mark III, which had successfully performed back-to-back Mars cargo drops. But the D77-TC wasn't a cargo hauler, nor was it a crew transport in the traditional sense. It was something far more ambitious. Inside, it featured a hybrid fuel-electric propulsion system, an evolution of the Vasimir engine but miniaturized and adapted with solid-state plasma control arrays. This gave the shuttle a theoretical, sustained velocity of up to 0.02c2%, the speed of light. That might not sound like much, but it's enough to reach the edge of the solar system in under a decade. SpaceX engineers called it the torch drive, inspired by sci-fi authors of the past who dreamed of ships that could accelerate constantly, then flip around mid-journey and decelerate to their target. Musk, never one to downplay the revolutionary, leaned into it. This isn't just the next step for us, he said. It's the step that makes the next million steps possible. What stunned the crowd and soon the world watching through every live streaming platform available was the shuttle's ability to take off vertically, using a combination of M-lift support and standard cryogenic thrust, then transition mid-flight into a glide mode for orbital maneuvering. The M-lift system was something previously thought theoretical magnetic levitation-based launch assist, powered by onboard super. It reduced G-force strain, increased launch precision, and, perhaps most importantly, made launches nearly silent. NASA officials on-site could hardly contain their AAW. One senior propulsion scientist, who asked to remain anonymous, reportedly muttered, "This thing makes the SLS look like a lawnmower." But what is the D77-TC for? That question has multiple answers, depending on who you ask. Officially, it's part of SpaceX's Project Helios, a loosely defined initiative, Musk mentioned in late 2023, during an X-Space's Q&A that few took seriously at the time. The project was supposed to link the intersystem colonies by 2040, but no one expected an operational vehicle by mid-2025. Internally, the D77-TC is meant to function as a modular exploration craft. Its pressurized core cabin supports up to for crew members for long-term operation, while its cargo bay can be converted into different mission modules, life science, examining support, observatory, or even mobile AI labs. Every component is designed for orbital assembly, disassembly, and upgrade. The frame uses a new alloy known as SX-trinium, developed in collaboration with Caltech's materials lab, which allows extreme thermal resistance and radiation shielding. And, perhaps most surprising of all, the shuttle has no cockpit. Control is handled remotely or on board via neural sync, an advanced direct interface using retinal and haptic feedback. The pilots use a neural relay band, similar in appearance to a sports headband, but embedded with quantum-class processors and an EEG2 command interpreter. When asked if this was safe, Musk grinned. "It's safer than letting a human use a joystick. Our latency is sub-millisecond, and yes, it works, even if you blink." Behind the announcement, of course, is a massive effort. Over 1,600 engineers contributed to the design, not including specialists in fusion energy, space medicine, AI modeling, and zero-G architecture. The project cost is estimated conservatively at $47 billion. But Musk's goal isn't to build one shuttle. The D77-TC is just the proof of concept. Production is already underway for the next 5 units. 2 are scheduled for Mars orbital missions by 2027. Another will assist in establishing what Musk called the lunar mesh, a network of satellites and relays that will enable permanent habitation on the moon's far side. And one shuttle, codenamed TC-Zeta, is slated for the first Jovian moon flyby in human history, Europa, icy, mysterious, possibly harboring life. As Musk put it, "We're not here to visit anymore. We're here to stay." Across social media, reactions exploded. Hashtag D77-TC trended globally within minutes. Aerospace experts, science communicators, and futurists all rushed to analyze the specs. Some skeptical, some breathless. But even the critics had to admit, no one else was doing this. China had recently expanded its lunar base with robotic systems, and the European Space Agency was preparing its long-delayed Titan drone project. But no other organization, public or private, had demonstrated a fusion-powered manned vehicle, ready for deployment. The implications are staggering. In essence, the D77-TC is not just a shuttle. It's the first real spacecraft, not a vessel to orbit Earth, but a vehicle designed to operate across planetary distances with independence, durability, and adaptability. Over the next few hours, technicians ran a full systems check in full public view, an unusual move for SpaceX, known for secrecy. Live feeds showed the shuttle's AI startup sequence, which included biometric synchronization, smart hull integrity scans, and automated trajectory simulations. Spectators saw simulated jumps from lunar orbit to Martian transfer windows, then on to Ganymede and Titan. All of it in real time. At one point, the shuttle's hull panels flared slightly, activating adaptive solar shielding that could shift opacity and color to regulate radiation exposure. Cameras inside the cargo bay revealed modular docking claws, tool racks, and even a robotic assistant drone named Helix, which appeared to have both internal task routing and external manipulator arms. By 4:30 p.m., Musk confirmed what many hoped. The D77-TC's maiden flight would be in 2 weeks, targeting a high elliptical Earth orbit, then slingshotting toward the Moon for a 7-day systems test. If successful, this would make it the fastest manned vehicle to reach lunar orbit and return, a feat unmatched since Apollo. But now with technology that felt pulled straight from science fiction, and yet, it was real, standing right there.